Like the idea of hands-free driving, there's a new education effort from GM. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us is Jessica Moreno, Program Engineering Manager for Super Cruise and Active Safety at GM. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Fred. Thank you for having me.
A pleasure. So GM is launching a consumer education effort it calls Hands-Free, Eyes On. Tell us more about what it is and what the goals are.
Well, this, like you said, it's a consumer education type of campaign. So we're trying to ensure that our customers and prospective customers have an understanding of what is the capability of this feature, Super Cruise in particular, what is it designed for? And to quite simply say, hands-free, eyes on, to give the customer the understanding that although this is a hands-free system, it's there to enhance the driving experience. We still want our customer to be alert, to be looking straight ahead and able to take the wheel at any time.
What are some of the more common misconceptions, perhaps, that consumers may have about the technology?
I think there's a lot of information out there, right, about different types of advanced driver assist systems and what it can do. And what we want to make sure is that for the GM system, it's designed so that the driver is still in the loop, right? So the driver still ultimately has control of the vehicle, ultimately can take over control of the vehicle as well. This is not a system where you would occupy yourself by reading a book or look away and do some other activities. The driver still needs to be fully engaged, but it also, though, this system allows us to have a better driving experience. I always talk about the experiences of traveling longer distances and not having to feel exhausted at the end of my trip because I've been overstimulated by the driving experience. In this case, it's a more relaxed situation, but I am alert. I am looking at the environment around me.
Some people may wonder, well, why have a hands-free system if it still requires me to pay full attention?
Right.
What are the benefits here?
Right. So, like I said, like that's a real benefit to me is, and I hear this from my parents all the time. You know, we go up north in Michigan. That's the thing that we do is we go up to the lake house. We get 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive. By the time you get there, you're exhausted because you've been stimulated. You've been pressing on the accelerator, pressing on the brake. You've been steering the vehicle, moving left, right, making those decisions too. So it's not only physically exhausting, but it can be mentally exhausting. This feature allows us to, we engage Super Cruise, we go hands-free. So I personally, I always have my hand, I don't have to touch the wheel. But I can see, you know, that everything that's happening, that's going around me. And with our system, we actually engage the customer with a driver system that's making sure that your attention is always gazed towards the front. So we call that the driver attention system. It's not recording you, it's not taking data and sending it off someplace else, but it's making sure that your eyes are on the road and it's firmly in the direction that your vehicle is going.
So this is a camera that is watching, even though you're saying it's not recording and sending it back.
Right. It's a real-time camera. So it's a camera that's looking to see, okay, can I see your eyes? Can I see your gaze? Where are you directing your attention to? And it also allows our vehicles to escalate. For instance, if you, for instance, move your eyes off and you gaze away for a brief moment, it'll start an escalation system that will alert you through haptic, through imagery on the display, through the light bar color change on the steering wheel. And we continuously give you alerts to let you know you need to redirect your attention.
And will the system turn off if I don't listen to it?
Now, so you have to let it get to that far off escalation. But the one thing that I really find a lot of confidence in is the fact that we have OnStar. At GM, we have OnStar, and we have the capability to give the customers, you know, that extra added benefit. So if we do ultimately get to an escalation level where, okay, we've asked you to please turn your head and put your gaze back in the front direction of the vehicle, we've continuously escalated to a point where the vehicle feels that you are no longer in control. Maybe you have had an incident in the vehicle, and so it will slowly come to a stop and OnStar will be called. and which gives me peace of mind personally.
It seems to me that the feet-free aspect of this can be very valuable, maybe more so even than the hands-free, perhaps.
Exactly, exactly. I find that really helpful because I'm just sitting there, I'm relaxed, but again, ready to take the wheel at any time if I need to.
Is this system, are these technologies designed more for comfort and convenience or for safety?
So this is not considered a safety feature. It's considered a driver assist feature, an enhancement. So you can look at it how you would like in terms of, what does this really offer to me as a customer? I think what it does is it gives us an opportunity to be able to drive longer distances. It gives us an opportunity to have a more comfortable driving experience. A lot of times we get out of the vehicle and we say, I'm just exhausted from that long drive, or I'm exhausted from the traffic that we had on the road or whatever. It's a feature that offers an enhancement and assistance to the customer.
Eventually, people expect that these systems really are going to drive the vehicle and they won't have to be paying attention. Is that realistic?
I think this is the stepping stone to that. It's like every other technology, right? Like we're building on existing technology within Super Cruising, when we're building on existing active safety technology. This is the building blocks to yet another level of that type of experience. Now we're not there yet, right? And that's the challenge. We're not there for personal autonomous vehicles, but it is a stepping stone. And I personally think it's helpful to give ourselves the opportunity to get comfortable with these types of systems, but still have the driver in the loop. Because until I'm fully comfortable, I still want to have control over the vehicle.
So where can people go to learn about this education effort and take advantage of it?
Good question. So everything that I'm talking about, it's in much more is on gm.com. Our customers can go in there. They can look up safe deployment. There's a lot of really good information to discuss, how we are, what is the system capable of doing? How are we designing it as far as capabilities? And and it's really the key thing is the hands off but eyes on, and I think that's a real key item is the alert factor. So you can gather all that information on gm.com.
Jessica Moreno, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it.